Ways to save money during periods of high inflation. You already know that inflation is at a 40-year high, and you may already be experiencing the effects of inflation on many of your monthly expenses. A recent Bankrate poll indicates that 3 out of 4 Americans are experiencing financial stress due to high inflation. It's difficult to determine when inflation will hit its peak, or how long it might take for prices to start dropping again. Whether you're at the grocery store or the gas pump, everything costs more now, so how can you budget expenses during high inflation periods? We've got 4 strategies to help you combat inflation, starting with tips to help you save on monthly interest charges and ending with ways to save on phone plans. In between, we'll look at high inflation investments, savings accounts, and how to budget in the face of rising consumer spending costs. We'll also look at Visible, an American all-digital wireless carrier that offers a radically simple, fundamentally accessible phone plan. With Visible, you can get unlimited talk, text, data and hotspot for as low as $25 per month, and you can use the money you save to build your emergency fund, pay off your debt, invest in the market, or cover the increased costs of daily living. If inflation has increased your monthly expenses, you're not alone. In 2021, prices rose higher than anticipated, and experts are predicting another year of decades-high inflation. To assess how much inflation has impacted your bottom line, try comparing the amount of money you currently spend on groceries, gas, restaurants, clothing, and entertainment to the amount of money these consumer spending items cost 2 years ago. Chances are, you're putting a lot more of your income towards your necessary expenses, which means it's time to ask yourself where you can cut back. Otherwise, you could end this year putting more money towards everyday purchases and less money towards saving, investing, debt repayment, or long-term financial goals. There are 2 ways to combat the rising costs associated with high inflation. You could earn more money, either by getting a new job or picking up a side hustle. You could also learn how to use your money more effectively, whether you're saving more, cutting back on monthly expenses, or consolidating your debts. One of the best ways to save money during inflation is by cutting unnecessary expenses, and by consolidating your credit card debt onto a balance transfer credit card. You could cut out those pesky interest charges that take a bite out of your budget. The best balance transfer credit cards offer at least a year of 0% intro APR on balance transfers, giving you time to pay down your debt without having to pay interest on your transferred balance. By investing your money in the stock market, you give yourself the opportunity to take advantage of corporate and business growth, and if you invest in companies that are likely to grow even during periods of high inflation, you could end up reaping a portion of the returns. In addition to a smart investing strategy, you also need a smart savings strategy. Start by building an emergency fund that can cover 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses, just in case you find yourself in a situation where you need extra cash fast. Another good way to combat inflation is by looking for ways to save on recurring monthly expenses, and if you want ways to save on phone plans, Visible is ready to help. Though inflation is making consumer spending more expensive, you can mitigate its effects by budgeting, saving, consolidating debt, as well as knowing where to cut back on monthly expenses. By using Visible's unique wireless service to save on phone plans, you can stay connected with the people you love without paying more than you can afford. Visible's multiple ways to save give you multiple opportunities to balance your budget as we undergo high inflation.